What's up, YouTube? You are talk with me, your girl Susie B. Got Aaron right here on the side of me. Hey, and we just want to talk to y'all about basically old school kids, meaning me and Aaron when we was younger, versus kids nowadays, which is new school kids. So when we was younger, stayed outside, stayed playing outside, football, baseball, basketball, whatever, every sport you could think of. But we never was at home. We was never in the house. Being in the house was a punishment, and sitting in the house and playing video games was, I mean, that was fun. That is only for a certain amount of time, but most of the time we was outside running around playing, racing, at the recreation center, stuff like that. Just being kids. Nowadays, kids just sit at home. Some kids go outside, but not for very long. They go outside and play or whatever. But it's not like we used to. And then they just come in the house and they sit down and they'll watch TV or most likely playing a video game. Now, I heard this just recently. They feel like, well, it's not like when we was growing up. You dang all right. It's not when we was growing up. We if we had an enemy, it was so easy to become friends after we fought a couple of times. Like we would get into it, fight, we either got beat up or beat somebody up, and we may fight again once or twice again. But then at the end of the day, we always became friends, and then we just dropped it and became friends. No grudges, nobody coming back shooting you, none of that type of stuff. This day and age, you don't have that, and you got people killing people over stupid stuff. So for me, I feel like yes, our time it was better and stuff like that, but today is not the same. So I prefer my kid to be at home playing a video game or watching TV or something like that because at the end of the day, it's safer inside my house where I can see them at than them being outside and get shot by a stray bullet because they don't live by a code no more. These streets don't live by a code no more. Everybody is, I mean, it is what it is, basically in the street. You know what I'm saying? So back in the day, at least they had codes. At least when I was growing up, we ain't never have to really worry about stuff like that. Just on um 4th of July when they were shooting it or whatever, New Year's and shit like that, stuff like that. Sorry, but yeah, it was never really stuff we really had to be scared of like that. We had curfews, stuff like
When
that.
the
But we
street
was
lights came on,
yeah, we
you had to be on
stuff.
the porch.
Yeah, well, we had to be.
You didn't
Yeah,
have to be in the house.
we
Be
had to
on the
be in the
porch.
house. What you mean on the porch?
Or you
We had to
be
be
on
in
the
the
porch.
house,
The
okay? And it
street
was a
lights
lot of
come
us.
on.
And then it
Be
got
on
to
the
a point where
porch.
my mama wasn't so hard on us, and she let us go out and do certain stuff. Like when we had like friends that we looked at like sister and brother. Then it was a little more okay. So it really wasn't really that bad, but still, we didn't have to worry about getting shot for no reason. Do you get what I'm saying? We didn't have to worry about that. Like we didn't have to worry about stuff like that. And this day and age, these kids, like I'm so fearful for my kids because they got to grow up in something even worse than this. Or it could be better. It just depends on how it changed. But right now, as of right now, I have a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and right now it's super dangerous for them to be outside. I'm scared to take them to the park a lot of times. I'm just to be honest. So we just sit in the house. But that's my comfortable peace of mind, just sitting in the house, and they can play with their toys, color, um, all that type of stuff. I still take them. I still let them ride their bikes, and we do go to the park in the summertime, but just not a whole bunch of times. But they still be able to go outside and ride their bikes. Like I take them to their nana house. Me and her sit on the porch and watch them ride their bikes up and down the street. But we literally gotta be heck like on them so hard because it's scary out here today. So I'm not against how people raising their kids today because now it's no longer as safe as it used to be. It's terrible nowadays. Like seriously, how you feel about that, Aaron? Like how do you feel about uh, this situation I'm talking about? Like just give me a little bit of your opinion on it. I know you basically. I mean, I don't know. Do you agree with me?
Yes, I
Disagree?
agree.
And then just share a little of your opinion on it. How you feel about it?
I feel like a lot has changed, but uh, I feel like technology changed a lot of things today. That's where a lot of people sit in the house. But it is a lot of things going on outside today that wasn't going on when we was playing. But I feel like technology that we have today, like the video games, got more high tech, so it's grabbing the attention more of kids today to sit in the house. That's what I have on it. I feel like the technology is drawing the people more to the house.
So it's more it's evolving.
It's evolving.
Especially from back when we was kids, we barely even had computers and stuff. So I mean, and if we like, if computers was popping like that, we didn't really know because we was outside all the time. You know what I'm saying? We was outside having fun with our friends and just being around one another, just playing and having fun. We didn't have a care in the world. Nowadays, like I said, it's more so kids, and I agree with you to a certain extent, but I don't even think that technology I mean, it's evolving, but I don't think that's what's grabbing their attention more. I feel like boredom is driving them to play like video games and stuff like that because you're always in the house because your parents not really letting you go out and like that, like outside because certain stuff they scared of. You know what I'm saying? And some parents necessarily want to agree with that, but that's the reality of it. That's what I see. I'm not gonna lie, I'm scared. So when my son want to watch his games, watch his tablet or play on the game, I do let him do that type of stuff. But Amari also a very active kid, so he get his exercise in the house. He literally running, doing kicks, punches all day. Like he's getting his. That don't even matter. Like even if he not in the gym downstairs doing none of that, he's literally really active, just like Ari is. So don't get me wrong. They do have their moments where they just sit down and they watch their tablet, for a couple of hours or whatever. But they still get their cardio on because they be running through the house. They do certain stuff. Even though I tell them no, don't do that, they still find ways to burn some of that energy off. Whether it's running, they rolling around, playing with each other, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They still find ways to burn that. Get that cardio in, and that's fine. Like I said, Amari, he be sparring all the time by himself. Like he still burn that energy off. And I feel like we shouldn't have to be scared to let our kids go outside and stuff like that. And no, I don't mind going outside and watching my kids at all. It's just the simple fact is it's just scary about what can happen just because people ignorant like that. And they, like I said, they don't go by no codes, bro. And they just randomly doing stupidity, basically. So that's why I feel like the generation has changed and just turned into a game and technology situation because everybody always in the house and got their kids in the house because they scared. They scared about what can happen to their kids out here in these streets. You know what I'm saying? And I 100% agree with them. I'm scared just as well. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This summer I'm gonna just try to do more outings outside and going to the park, running with them, playing with them and stuff like that. Outside so they can pick and choose what they want to do, and plus I'm gonna get my kids in some type of outside activity like football. Ari, she's only 2, but I would just let her run wild outside and come home, give her a bath, and she gonna go to sleep. That's the best sleep after playing outside all day. Don't get me wrong, you come in smelling like you been outside. But you still get that real good cardio. Like I'm not even gonna lie, we was very fit as kids because we was always running, playing. Like I said, we did dang near every sport that you could think of, and we stayed active. But like I said, this day and age, it's a little different. I mean, if you agree or disagree, comment down below and let me know. Just because I really want to know how y'all feel about it. I just feel like a lot of people complain about it, but they not realizing how much times have changed and how dangerous it got out here for kids. Kids playing outside, minding their own business, and some stuff happened to them. You know what I'm saying? And it's a bystander.
I agree with all of that. I feel like it's just my opinion. I feel like it's technology that's keeping the kids in the house, but it is dangerous to be outside in certain areas.
And I feel like, but think about it. If technology is evolving 100%, but I don't think it's actually keeping the kids in the house. Like literally, I feel like the mom is keeping, or the dad, or both is keeping the kids in the house, and they drawing more to that technology to from to keep from being bored or whatever. But yes, technology is evolving. But sometimes even well, I can't agree with you to a certain extent because sometimes like my nephew, we used to tell him go on outside and play with the kids, and he wanted to stay in the house and play the game. You know what I'm saying? But that's because he was so used to being in the house and he not used to being outside because in certain spots in Michigan it's dangerous to be outside all the time. So and he was in certain some of them certain spots. So he was in the house and when he got in the house he gravitated more to electronics. Electronics and game consoles and stuff like that. So of course he not going to go outside. He like, man, I don't remember. I remember my mom said it ain't safe. So I'm a. So you know what I'm saying. So I feel like that's where that came from to even like for them to start liking technology like that. You know what I'm saying. And I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with it. Just make sure your kid getting enough cardio and exercise going on while they in the house. If you scared, for your kid to be outside, still put it in like in a plan to where they still getting they cardio, so it could be they could be healthy and sitting in the house and not just unhealthy sitting in the house. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's better off for them to be healthy and out there. I mean, in the house playing or whatever they doing, than to be unhealthy. But that's just my opinion for today, y'all. Y'all can let us know. Comment below, like, comment, subscribe. Like I said, if you already subscribed, share my video. If you think it's interesting, you can definitely comment and tell me your take back on it and how you feel about the situation. It's not really gonna change my mind if you disagree with me, but it will just help me get another insight on the situation and how other people feel about it. Thank y'all for
Video
talking
games
with
is
me.
an addictive thing.
It is. I used to hold on, y'all. I used to used to be so mad. Like, why do y'all always want to play the video games, right? And then I went to Georgia and I was at my auntie house, and me and my cousin we like, yeah, why y'all like to play the video game so much? What is wrong with y'all? And then my two boy cousins was like, well, why won't y'all just sit down and try it instead of judging us? And we was like, all right, bet. We stayed up all the way to the next day at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. From like 7 to 8 o'clock that night, we stayed up the next morning just playing the game. My auntie came down there like, y'all don't know what time it is. We like, what? She like, y'all know it's like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning and y'all still down here playing the game? And we just looked at each other like, oop, time to go to bed. And we ran up, like she ran in her room and I ran upstairs and we laid down and we went to sleep. So I know that video games is addictive and can be addictive. But when you have fun is addicting. Do you get what I'm saying? If you like what you like playing a video game, yes, it's gonna be addictive because it's fun to you. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, like I said, I could be wrong. Y'all can holler at me in the comment section and let me know how y'all feel about it. Anyway, like I was saying, but I had to tell y'all that little quick story. But like I was saying, comment, subscribe. If you already subscribed, just share for me. And if you're not subscribed or you are subscribed, whatever it is, just share my video and so I can get other people comments to see how they feel about it. Thank y'all. Have a nice day and thanks for watching. Peace.